everyone, I'm here with your astrology forecast for the week of August 7th to 14th. Yes, I'm doing 2 uploads today. I'm doing the Taroscope and I'm doing the astrology weather, but whatever. So this is the week of August 7th and 2017, and this week we have a full moon in Aquarius at 15 degrees of Aquarius. So look at where 15 degrees Aquarius is in your chart. For me, that is in the 4th house, so it's telling me that there's a lot of issues coming up around things that have to do with home and family and tradition. So it is the 11:11 a.m. today was the exact point of the full moon, and like I said, it was an eclipse, a lunar eclipse. And so when lunar eclipses happen, what that means is a lot of subconscious old issues are coming up, and a lot of us are getting triggered. A lot of people are having knee-jerk emotional reactions to things. It happens. And so look at where that is in your chart, because you might be having some of those issues around, in those areas. The moon rules our subconscious and our emotions. The moon stays in Aquarius, and then it goes into void at 2:07 p.m. And it goes into Pisces. I think it goes in at 2:07 p.m. on Tuesday, August 8th. So we're in Aquarius all day on Monday. Tuesday in the afternoon, we move into Pisces. And when we're in Pisces, people are a lot more intuitive, a lot more psychic, but they're not as active. They're a lot more dreamy. People are more likely to talk about ideas and kind of daydream. It's a good time for creativity, though, Tuesday and Wednesday. Then the moon goes void, which means it's not making any aspects. And when the moon is void, it's not a good time to start anything new. Just go with the flow. The moon has a void at 8:38 a.m. on Thursday, and so all day Thursday we have a very long void. So Thursday, not a great day to start things. It's just a day to totally go with the flow, not do too much. But the moon does move into Aries at 12:22 a.m. and these are all in Central Time on Friday, August 11th. So it looks like for the most part during the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are going to be times where, we're feeling kind of dreamy, and it's a good time for creativity for sure. But it's not really a good time to take action or get stuff done. But Friday, when the moon changes into Aries, it will be. Aries is great for taking action, for starting new things. It's great for any kind of competitive type activity or any kind of sports that you're doing, because the moon, and it goes in very early in the morning on Friday. And it stays in Aries all Saturday, and then it has a void at 3:01 a.m. on Sunday and moves into Taurus at 5:40 a.m. on Sunday. So Friday, Saturday, get things moving, get things started. If there's stuff you need to do, that is the time to do it. And then on Sunday, it's more about doing things for the long term, because Taurus is very slow moving, does get things done, but it's very practical. So that's more time to kind of clean the house, be practical. Also a time to kind of relax and enjoy some food and some fun with people. So that's what's going on with the moon. The sun is going from 14 to 20 degrees of Leo. The sun has a sextile with Jupiter at 4:24 p.m. on Thursday. So on Thursday, we're going to be feeling very optimistic. We might bite off more than we can chew and promise more than we can deliver. So watch for that. But it's like a really pleasant day. Thursday's going to be just a really relaxed, pleasant kind of day. There's opportunities for us to grow and expand, but we kind of have to look for them. And then the sun has a trine with Saturn at 4:06 p.m. on Sunday. And so that's a good day for dealing with, if you have to deal with authority in any way, or if you're an authority and you have to get people to listen to you, Sunday's a good day to do it, and it's also a good day to organize things, to get organized. Mercury goes from 10 to 11 degrees of Virgo. He is slowing down because he is going to go retrograde at the end of the week. So we're definitely in the retrograde shadow. Look at where 10 to 11 degrees Mercury is in Virgo, that is in your chart, because that's going to tell you where the Mercury retrograde will affect you. So Mercury retrogrades are notorious for communication breakdowns, for computers breaking down, telephones, anything that has to do with communication breaking down. Also more likely to have delays with transportation, to lose small items like keys and tickets. So just plan ahead. If you have to, it doesn't mean don't travel anywhere. It's just, if you do, just be prepared there might be delays. It also means if you're communicating with someone, double check things. double check, triple check things. Make sure you've double checked and triple checked where you put your keys. It doesn't have to be a big deal. And it's not all bad, because it's all about rethinking things and redoing things that need to get done. So it's like a bit of a course corrector. For me, 10 to 11 degrees of Virgo is in my 11th house, which has to do with friends and family. So I'm expecting there might be some communication breakdowns, and that I have to make sure that I'm being very clear and that I'm not assuming things, and that I double check any plans that I have with people over the next couple of weeks. So Mercury has a sextile with Venus at 4:03 a.m. on Thursday, and that is a very happy aspect. It makes us calm. We're communicating our feelings. Like, Thursday's going to be a really pleasant day, I think. Mercury, like I said, it goes into retrograde at exactly 8 p.m. Central on Saturday, so watch for that. And he also forms a trine with Athena on Tuesday, so earlier in the week. So there's opportunities for us to communicate our strategies and our thoughts on Tuesday. So good time to kind of get down to work and hammer out some ideas with people that day. Venus is at 7 to 14 degrees of Cancer. She has a trine with Neptune at 12:17 a.m. on Saturday. So that is a really great day for getting some creativity done, for daydreaming, good day for romance. She also has a sextile with Athena and Vesta, because they're all in, because they're both in earth signs while she's in a water sign on Wednesday. So there are opportunities on Wednesday for us to talk with our partners about different things that we want to do for the future, and also to, if we have any roommates, to talk about how we want to organize our home, or if we're living with people, how we want to organize our home, what we want to do with that, and to talk about spirituality as well. Mars is pretty quiet. He's at 11 to 15 degrees of Leo. He's not making too many aspects. He is kind of going along with the sun, so I'm finding people are quite feisty. They have a lot of energy, and they're investing a lot of energy in their ego right now. Jupiter is 17 to 18 degrees of Libra, and he has a square with Pluto. This has been going on since, last week. It's been roughly going on for quite a while, but he's made that exact aspect last week, and this can lead to people abusing power. Pluto's all about power and transformation, and Jupiter often has to do with rulership, but it also has to do with growth. And so there's opportunities for us to use our growth for expansion and change, but there's also opportunities sometimes for people to abuse their position. So watch for that in the news, because those are the bigger outer planets, so they're affecting things more on a global level. Neptune's at 13 degrees of Pisces in retrograde, and he has a trine with the Ceres this weekend, Friday to Sunday. So opportunities for us to nurture each other in a very spiritual type way. There's opportunities, Ceres is all about nurturing. It's also about the way we physically nurture ourselves with food, and has to do with agriculture. So it has to do with, how we're feeding and physically nurturing ourselves. And it's saying there's opportunities for us to talk about that and talk about the spiritual implications of that. But it's saying that we also might overlook things a little bit when it comes to things like our food and nutrition. So we may be tempted to kind of, if you're on a diet plan or an eating plan or an exercise plan, kind of go off of it, because Neptune's it sometimes has blind spots. So watch for that. And then we have Pallas has a trine with Vesta Friday and Saturday this weekend. So Pallas Athena is all about the way we strategize and think about things, and Vesta's about our spirituality and our sense of home. So again, there's opportunities for us to talk about and strategize how we want our home to be. So if you're thinking of redecorating or talking about redecorating, it's a good time to do that. Or if you're talking about moving house, or you want to just rearrange things in your office or something, this is a good time to do it. So that's what I'm seeing for this week. Let me know if you have any questions, or you want to know more. Like, I'm kind of thinking about doing more sort of astrology videos, like not just the weather, but talking about astrology. So let me know if you have any ideas or questions. Put in the comments below, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you.